Yeah, disappointing season for us as a group. We failed. Um, didn't live up to expectations. Um, it's not what we envisioned as a group. Some things slipped, and like I said, yeah, just disappointment and failure as from the guys. We didn't, as individuals, didn't pull our weight. Myself included, didn't do what I needed to do, and to put ourselves in a position to be in playoffs and playing hockey today. But um, yeah, it's we just need to move forward and not let that happen. Gotta keep the standards high around here. Make sure that this is it's known that this isn't okay, and it's not who we are as a franchise and where we want to be, and just not be comfortable with this, and know it can happen.
Justin, it was a little bit of a different group, obviously, but when you look at it, last year you were a 109-point team and slipped to 81. When you look at it as a whole, where do you feel like, as far as on ice is concerned, that gap was?
I'm not a believer in stuff is just on ice. I think there's more that needed to happen. I think our group, like I said, let some stuff slip, let our habits slip. You know, how we carry ourselves day to day. We need to be grown men in here, be mature, show up, do your work. That's in practice. It's in the gym. It's off the ice. It's just working hard and knowing what you're asked to do and what it is, and then the on ice performance comes. There's a whole series of things that need to happen before you even go play a game. I think the points was a reflection of our inconsistencies as probably professionals a little bit this year, and it doesn't take much in this league. You're talking. You look at teams that think that they're turning the corner. Well, who's going to be the team that's not, right? You look in the East. There's a couple teams that are young and think that they're ready to take that next step. And well, to get in, you got to pull someone out, right? And that was us this year. We fell out. There's other teams competing and always trying to get to the top, and you have to still be prepared as a group to, unless I don't see that that's where we're going. I don't think we're not going. We went south this year, but that's not the mindset of this organization and what it is. So you can get back up to that level that we were last year, but you just need to carry yourself day to day as a group and have that foundation and go from there, and that's when you have that chance. But inconsistencies put us in this position.
Justin, you're someone that I think we all view as professional every day. Did you see that early on in the year, what you just talked about? Was that alarming to you that you saw people not carrying themselves professionally?
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily that. You see guys, it's a spiraling thing, right? And it can go fast, and it was ugly at times this year, right? I think early on we obviously had that long stretch, the 8 games or whatever, where we didn't win. But it's just how, I think, at times. I wouldn't say that necessarily that you see stuff every day, but it builds over time, right? So, and then it's easy to see stuff when it doesn't go well. Winning covers a lot of things. Cracks and stuff get exposed when you start to lose, but I mean, it's just being competitive, and it starts in training camp and in practices and going from there. And the group, like I said, we need to find a way to be competitive, and it's not just in games, like I was saying. You got to go about it every day and go from there, and then you give yourself a chance.
losing some of those veteran leaders mid-season, did that maybe help at all? I mean, you guys picked up some momentum late. Was it a matter of getting new faces in there, or did you guys need those voices in there to help maybe that situation a little bit throughout the season?
Losing those guys didn't help us win games. That's for sure. Those guys, they're great hockey players. They're really good hockey players, and they're good human beings. We put ourselves in a position to lose them, and like I said, that didn't. Doing that definitely. We won games. Maybe take a peek at who we won those games against. I don't know how competitive we were against the quality teams and the teams that were fighting for playoff spots every night. It seemed to me a little bit that we lost a few of those games. Yeah, I mean, I just there's not a consolation for me. I don't have those. We failed. What happened on the stretch, pick up points and stuff like that. It's fun to win hockey games, that's for sure. It makes it easier to come to work every day, but it doesn't really mean much when you're sitting here in this position today.
How about your season individually? I know you're all about the team, but your numbers were really good. How would you evaluate yourself?
The numbers maybe just sugarcoat if you're not watching the games. I didn't pull my weight. I'm very much part of the reason why we're here today too. I didn't play good enough hockey that to help the team win enough games, and then there's no way other way around that. I can be better. I know I can. I need to be, and I got to be part of the solution and make sure when we come back I have my game where it needs to be, and go from there. I can't be in the position to get on guys and talk about having your stuff together if you don't have your own, right? If I don't have my stuff taken care of, so I need to make sure that I'm ready to go and have a quality season, and it starts in the summer, and then day one of camp, and just being here every day, putting the work and show up for the guys, and make sure I carry and pull my weight, and go from there.
The last one for Justin.
Go ahead, man.
Is it an oversimplification to say that the team overall lacks work ethic off the ice? Is that too simple?
Yeah. I mean, it's tough, like, to say lack work ethic off the ice, because I know what guys do and what guys go through to be in this position. You don't get in this league by not working hard. You don't sustain yourself by not working hard off the ice. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean, it might look that way, but I say that by being a pro and carrying yourself, there's a ton of things that go into that. It's not just showing up and working hard in the gym. It could be anything. I mean, there's so many facets that go into that, and what it takes to get in this locker room and be an NHL hockey player. So I would say, yeah, it's an oversimplification, and I'm not trying to muddy it up or make it more complicated than it is, but I guess sometimes it comes to be a vague term.
Is there an example of the other factors that talk about being a pro, just so we understand more?
Yeah, I mean, there's a laundry list, but I mean, it's how you carry yourself day to day. It's who you are as a person. Are you a good teammate? Are you coming in? Do you care about your guys? Are you checking in how they're doing? Are you making yourself available to your teammates, whatever it is? Are you working hard? Are you eating right? Are you doing all these other things? Is it, are you pleasure to be, like, it's just a lot. I mean, there's habits. Everyone has different habits, and what are they? But to be in any position and be successful in anything, and it's not just hockey, you have to have good habits. And sometimes they can slip, and it's to each guy to make sure that your stuff is in order and your house is in order to make this organization be where it needs to be.
Justin, you
you win 3 in a row, you're 6 points out of a playoff spot, O'Reilly gets traded, you lose 8 out of your next 9. Why was that so tough on the team?
Which part? O'Reilly getting traded?
Right, because you're right there in the playoff spot, he gets traded, then you lose 8 of your next 9.
Well, we put ourselves in position for him to get traded because of our inconsistent play. And then that continued, right? Why was it so hard that O'Reilly got traded? Why did that have an impact on the group? I think it shows to who he is and what he meant to this team. He's a phenomenal human being. Starts there, great player obviously too, but he's a really good person. Meant a lot to guys. He looked after guys. He brought the group together. Kept things together. And it was a hit to guys. I mean, certain guys have different relationships with him, but at the same time, you see your captain get traded. A lot of guys have been through some stuff. Winning with him, or just him helping you get in the league, whatever it was. For each guy had a different relationship with him, but your captain gets traded. It kind of signaled, I think, to us that maybe a little bit of a wake-up call that, you know, you win 5, you lose 5. Well, if you just think about the winning 5, you think you're okay. Your team's okay. You can battle through it. You can grind. You can get there. And maybe it's a little bit of a wake-up call that we weren't as good as we thought we were.